Ever wondered how the rich get richer? Today, we're diving into the ultimate steps to becoming wealthy. It's not about secret handshakes or winning the lottery. Real wealth is built through deliberate actions and a specific mindset. It's about playing the long game and being smart with your money. Forget the get-rich-quick schemes you see online. We're talking about building a solid foundation, brick by brick. This is about financial security, freedom, and living life on your own terms. Ready to make financial independence a reality? Let's get into it. Alright, first things first, you absolutely have to develop a wealthy mindset. Seriously, if your brain isn't on board, none of the other stuff matters. It's like trying to drive a car with the emergency brake on. A wealthy mindset is about believing wealth is attainable and you deserve it. It's about seeing opportunities where others see obstacles. Shift from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset. Believe there's plenty to go around and you can create value. Understand delayed gratification for larger rewards later. Embrace lifelong learning about money. Knowledge is power in building wealth. Okay, so you've got the mindset dialed in. Next up, you need crystal clear financial goals. Just saying I want to be rich is like saying I want to go somewhere nice on vacation. It's vague, uninspiring, and almost impossible to plan for. You wouldn't just hop in your car and drive aimlessly hoping to end up in Hawaii, right? The same logic applies to your finances. Your goals need to be SMART. That's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Write these goals down. There's something powerful about seeing your goals in writing. Break your big, long-term goals into smaller, more manageable short-term and medium-term goals. Achieving these smaller milestones will also give you a sense of accomplishment and keep your momentum going. It's also crucial to regularly review and adjust your goals. Visualize achieving your goals. Alright, let's talk about something that most people dread, but is absolutely non-negotiable if you want to build wealth budgeting. A budget is not about restriction, it's about telling your money where to go, instead of wondering where it went. The first step in creating a budget is tracking your expenses. For at least a month, meticulously record every single penny you spend. Once you have a clear picture of your spending, it's time to categorize your expenses. Then, compare your spending in each category to your income. Now, create your actual budget. The most popular method is the zero-based budget, where every dollar of your income is assigned a job. Another popular one is the 50/30/20 rule. The key to successful budgeting isn't just creating it, it's to it. Finally, remember that your budget is a living document. Regularly revisiting and tweaking your budget ensures it remains a powerful tool. Now we're getting to the really exciting part, making your money work for. This is where saving, and more importantly, investing early comes into play. You've probably heard about compound interest, sometimes called the eighth wonder of the world. It's literally how you can turn small, consistent contributions into a significant fortune over time. Let's break down compound interest simply. It's when your investments earn returns, and then those returns start earning their own returns. The early part is key because time is the most critical ingredient for compounding. A common rule of thumb is to save at least 15 to 20% of your income. Make it automatic. Set up recurring transfers to your savings and investment accounts right after you get paid. The best time to invest was yesterday, and the second best time is today. Relying on a single paycheck from a 9-to-5 job is like walking a tightrope without a safety net. That's why one of the smartest moves you can make on your journey to wealth is to diversify your income streams. It's about creating multiple avenues through which money flows into your life. Think of it like a farmer. A smart farmer doesn't just plant one type of crop. They plant several because if one crop fails, they still have others to rely on. Multiple income streams provide that same kind of financial security and resilience. So, what kind of income streams are we talking about? There are active income streams where you trade your time for money, like freelancing, consulting, or starting a side business. Then there are passive income streams, which are the holy grail for many. The goal here isn't just to make more money, although that's a big part of it. In this rapidly changing world, especially when it comes to finance and technology, if you're not learning, you're falling behind. Committing to continuous learning and self-improvement isn't just a nice-to-have, it's an absolute necessity for achieving and maintaining wealth. The more you know, the better decisions you can make, the more opportunities you can spot, and the more valuable you become in whatever field you're in. Think about it, the financial landscape is constantly evolving. By dedicating time to learning about personal finance, investing, economics, and even new technologies, you equip yourself to navigate these changes effectively. So how can you incorporate continuous learning into your busy life? It doesn't have to mean going back to school for another degree. It can be as simple as reading books on finance and investing. Listen to podcasts during your commute or while you're working out. Follow reputable financial experts and educators online. Beyond just financial literacy, focus on developing skills that can increase your earning potential. You've probably heard the saying, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Networking and building genuine relationships is a massively underrated component of building wealth. It's about creating a supportive ecosystem of people who can help you and whom you can help in return. This isn't about schmoozing or collecting business cards like Pokemon. It's about forming authentic connections with like-minded individuals, mentors, peers, and even people in completely different fields. So, how do you build a strong network? Start by being genuinely interested in other people. Ask questions, listen more than you talk, and look for ways you can offer value to them first. Attend industry events, conferences, and local meetups related to your interests or financial goals. Join online communities and forums. Mentorship can be incredibly powerful. If you want to achieve anything beyond average, you're going to have to step outside your comfort zone and take some risks. This is especially true when it comes to building significant wealth. Keeping all your money under the mattress or in a low-interest savings account might feel safe, but it's a surefire way to lose purchasing power to inflation over time. However, I'm not talking about reckless gambling. I'm talking about calculated risks. A calculated risk is one where you've done your homework. You understand the potential upsides, but more importantly, you understand the potential downsides and you have a plan to mitigate them. Investing in the stock market, for example, involves risk. However, by diversifying your investments, investing for the long term, and understanding your risk tolerance, you can manage that risk effectively. Starting your own business is another example of a significant calculated risk. Fear of failure often holds people back from taking risks. But here's the thing, failure is often part of the process. The key is to be brave, but not reckless. This might be the toughest pill to swallow for a lot of people in our instant gratification society, but building real lasting wealth takes time. A lot of time. Most wealthy individuals built their fortunes slowly and steadily over years, even decades, through consistent effort and smart decisions. So you absolutely must cultivate patience and persistence. Think of it like planting a tree. You don't plant a seed today and expect a giant oak tree tomorrow. Your financial journey is very similar. Those small, consistent savings and investments you make today are like planting seeds. There will be times when you feel like you're not making progress, or when the market takes a downturn, and your investments lose value temporarily. This is where persistence comes in. Celebrate small wins along the way to keep yourself motivated. Avoid comparing your journey to others, especially what you see on social media. We've covered a lot today, from developing a wealthy mindset to taking calculated risks. But none of this matters if you don't take action. Knowledge is potential power. Action is real power. What's one thing you can do today to move closer to your financial goals? Maybe it's opening a high-yield savings account or downloading a budgeting app. Pick one small action and do it. You are the CEO of your life. Act like it. So there you have it, the 10 essential steps that can genuinely transform your financial life and set you on the path to becoming wealthy. We've talked about mindset, goals, budgeting, investing, income diversification, learning, networking, calculated risks, patience, and the absolute necessity of taking action. It might seem like a lot, but remember, every journey, no matter how long or ambitious, begins with that single, crucial first step. You don't need to have it all figured out right away. The key is to start where you are, with what you have, and to commit to consistent progress. Implement one or two of these strategies this week, then add another next month. Small, sustained efforts compound over time into incredible results. The power to change your financial future is entirely within your grasp, but it requires you to move from passive dreaming to active doing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tips on achieving financial freedom. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.